And then in Vietnam, you get the first air cavalry, which is what that Mel Gibson "We Were Soldiers" movie is all about.
That was a good movie. I don't know how accurate it was, but I enjoyed the movie.
Me too. When that guy gets napalmed and they go to drag him to safety and all the meat strips off his like calves and shins and the guy's like, good. It looks like pulled pork. It's fucking awful.
Delicious.
That's so gruesome. Yeah.
Mel Gibson is making Passion of the Christ 2, which is I saw he was doing that, and like my thought is like, where are we going from
this time? Pontius pays.
Like covering the Newer Testament,
because I'm pretty sure the original Passion went all the way up to like the crucifixion, the resurrection, like kind of tied it off. And so like what is even the sequel to that?
The Passion 2. This time the Pharisees pay. Like Jesus comes back and he just. Maybe it's a kung fu movie. You ever see Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer? Maybe they do something like that, where they take a historical character and they mix in a little fantasy, a little bit of silliness. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer was great. It shows you Abraham Lincoln's early days, and he's trained by this guy to focus all of his rage and anger into a single axe swing, and he's chopping entire pine trees down with one whack. So that's his sort of his Blade-esque training to then do battle with the creatures of the night.
Maybe that is what he's planning to do with Passion 2. Is go a little weird with it. Maybe Jesus shows up and talks to the Avengers.
So Mad TV did a Terminator 2 parody like 30 years ago, where Arnold Schwarzenegger has been sent back in time, but this time it's to protect Jesus Christ. And so like immediately he shoots who's the one who like took the money to betray Christ? Judas. Immediately he like shoots Judas with a shotgun, and Christ is like, I know he's going to betray me. He's supposed to. And he raises Judas from the dead, and Schwarzenegger goes, but you have to survive. it's just him following Jesus Christ around, who doesn't want the help because he wants to be sacrificed and resurrected. But he's just killing every Roman that comes in. He's mowing them down, just killing everybody. It's great.
Damn. So he was trying to like just keep Jesus alive for the sake of it. Well,
he'd been sent back, and see, if you saw Terminator 2, some of this would be making sense. It'd be ringing a bell, if you will.
It makes sense to me. Yeah. So Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in Terminator 2 is trying to keep this kid alive because he will become important to the resistance as an adult.
Okay.
So you can see how that ties into keeping.
By the way, guys, a lot of people haven't seen this movie. So Zach, can you put up a spoilers tag for, for Terminator 2? A movie older. When did that movie come out? Like 91, 89?
I think it was 92, but I probably
with these spoilers tag up. Darth Vader is actually Luke's father. This tag is running.
I remember like seeing that in Star Wars for the first time, being like, "Oh, sick!" Like that's kind of cool. Like you're connected to Darth Vader, but Darth Vader wasn't as cool without all the additional lore they've given him since then. Like
yeah, absolutely. Like the comic book stuff is the most interesting stuff about all those characters, and I feel like that's true for most properties. Like the comic book stuff for all the Star Wars characters is really neat. Like when you learn like about Darth Vader's suit and like how it works. And
are there lots of Star Wars comics?
Tons of comics and books. I think that Mark Hamill writes Star Wars books. Or no, it's that. Never mind. I'm thinking of William Shatner writes Star Trek books. That's what I was thinking of.
Good for him. William Shatner's like 95, and he's he writes got anymore. Like he's got a pleasant plump to him. You know, like a healthy.
He's the best looking. Is it a septuagenarian? What is it? No, that's 70s.
That would be a nonagenarian.
He's the best looking nonagenarian I've ever seen.
I thought he was over 90, isn't he?
He is. He's like 93 or something. He's been wearing a hairpiece.
94.
He's been wearing a hairpiece for decades and decades and decades. So his hairline has stayed exactly the same, and it's sort of this light brown, curly kind of thing. And he's also probably, I don't know how tall he is, probably 5'9" or 10 or something. He's also like 30 pounds overweight, but that's kept him like plump. And like the wrinkles don't take effect. And he's definitely had some work done, but he looks tremendous for 93, you said 94?
94. Yeah, that's
Like-
crazy. 94 and a half.
Most 94-year-olds look like they're dying. Like they look so
They
like they
are.
have that paper skin and like liver spots, and they look very frail and like dried out, like a husk of their former selves. He looks fine. Like he's not gonna
Shatner-
do any movies anytime soon.
You know, a
but he's
couple other
fine.
oldie, like hyper oldies that are doing pretty well is Dick Van Dyke and Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
They don't have the benefit of the plump of
Mhm.
Shatner, but because they're both very skinny, and so that just makes them look much older. But like they still seem pretty fucking with it for people in their 90s, which is
Clint always worked
impressive.
out. Clint always lifted
Yeah.
weights, even when in his like I'm gonna call it when he was 65 in the movie Space Cowboys. Space Cowboys is a good movie. Basically, it's all of the maybe not Gemini, the early testing pilots that were supposed to go to space. That Clint Eastwood is one of those, and so is Tommy Lee Jones, and so is like two other old fogies. And they need these 4 retired, never were astronauts to go up into space in their 60s because there's an old satellite up there that if they don't go up there and fix it, it's going to like crash into China and cause some international event, something like that. And so they have to recruit a 65-year-old Clint Eastwood, and he has to go through NASA basic training, like he has to pass a fitness test. And it's like, holy shit, he's got biceps, like he's ripped. There's
That
a
is
scene
like
where he,
the Y2K bug
Mhm.
plot line. Like,
yeah,
oh man, we need 1 million COBOL programmers to fix this shit. No one's used that language in 27 years.
did that happen?
Yeah, yeah.
Or did they dig up guys who were retired and pay them to come in and fix shit?
They did, or people whose skill set had almost no value suddenly became expensive consultants.
Okay, so you're the perfect person to ask about this because you were in the industry and you were the right age at the time. How serious would the Y2K bug have been if no one had known about it and it had just done its thing fully?
I think it would have been a pretty big deal. I think that because like they fixed it, everyone was like, oh, this is like climate change. It was a hoax all along.
Mhm.
But in reality, like, yeah, we wouldn't have known a lot of people's ages, right? Things that just assume that if you were born in like, I don't know, I'm trying to do the years right. They would, I don't know how they fucking do age in 2 digits. I can't wrap my head around it now. But like as the year flipped over, suddenly being born in 03 would make you ridiculously old, but you're not. You've just been born.
Mhm.
And Medicare probably would have been all fucked up. Social Security payments would have been all fucked up.
Banking
I don't know.
system, maybe?
Banking
Like,
system, possibly. It's
maybe-
not a hard fix. You kind of like, you sort of figure it out one time and then copy paste that solution. The hard part is finding the 7,000 places that needed it fixed.
Mm. Yeah, I remember it being a really big deal at the time. And when at midnight, when we were watching the ball drop or the peach drop here in Atlanta, we were like, kind of like buttholes puckered. Like, is something gonna? Is
Mhm.
like if the power? I halfway expected like, what if the TV turns off at midnight? Like I don't know. Like what if like the feed keeps going, but like chaos ensues, like the streets turn black in New York and crime runs rampant. Like wasn't there like a New York blackout back in the day, and there was like crime did run rampant?
I don't think that's
I'm not sure
specific to New
if
York.
crime ran out. I don't remember
Blackouts-
crime being rampant. Maybe it was.
Yeah, blackouts tend to cause a crime, influx. Yeah. But
That's when I do my crime.
That's not like a New York specific thing. Dude, I'm looking at Dick Van Dyke turns 100 years old December 13th. Is he
That's
going
great.
to make it?
Oh, I would say absolutely he's going to make it because I saw him tweet like a month ago. like he's pretty with it.
Good for him, man. That's sick. Can you imagine making it to 100 years old?
I don't want to. I don't want
Well,
to live to 100.
I'm not going to make it.
I constantly assume I don't want to be old. Like teenaged Woody thought I'd never make 30. 30-year-old Woody just assumed like 50 was not worth living anymore. 50-year-old Woody is like, I don't know, maybe like 73, 76, something like that. Be a great time to die. When I'm 76, maybe I'm hoping for 99. I don't know.
I would like to
I
die.
can see that.
I would like to die early doing something fun and for it not to hurt very much.